And hey, hello there folks, RJB here from RJB TV. Welcome back to the channel. More Gensay against Flash coming up hot right off the press. Yesterday we saw that these two players are exactly the right players to be fighting against each other. Yesterday's match was close as can be. The decisions that were made were on the mark from both players. And they were making those choices so very damn quick, with very little room for error. The micro was exact, it was precise, precisely as it had to be. But Flash came out on top and got himself win number 1. The score is actually 1 win for both, but the very first game, I had to cut that out of the best of series. Hopefully that won't hurt the best of series that I cut the first game out. Hopefully that will not negatively impact the videos and this series as a whole. Now we're in game number 3, but it's gonna be game number 2 right here, right now. Game number 2. Gensay again on the Protoss on the top middle of the map, and Flash on the Terran on the middle right of the map. The 12 o'clock spawn location is against 3 o'clock. Middle spawn against middle spawn. A whole lot of aggression is on the menu because middle spawn against middle spawn always delivers some early aggression. Gensay going for a double gateway nexus. He has been on a middle spawn every single game so far to varying degrees of success. Flash here going for double barracks. Is his micro good enough to go for a double? It's a triple barracks. I was wrong. It is a delayed third barracks and a very fast first SCV scout. And he's gonna run right into the rope coming from the top right. Is he gonna change core? It's a micro fight happening here with SCV against Probe. Who's gonna win? Probe or SCV? Health bars are about the same, but the Probe there runs away and SCV there stays alive. SCV had way more HP. I forgot for a second that the SCV has 60, not 40. Probe gets taken down there in the front. He went for the 1 o'clock spawn location first, so he's gonna find the 12th spawn location next. And there might be 2 Zealots coming in as quite a surprise for him. The SCV will have to take 2 shots from the Zealots in order to die. And he turns around, does not take the risk. And he goes all the way, oh, nice little juke. Walks around, gets into the base. He's gonna find out everything that Gensay is doing. It's a forge and a nexus there in the back and double gas coming in. Gensay is going back to a safer build order than he did in the previous game where he went for a very fast cyber core. That didn't quite work out for him. It almost worked out. The very fast robotics technology almost worked out. But almost is never ever enough. Because in order to win, you gotta succeed. And almost means you failed. So they're coming out of the front. It's double gateway production against triple barrack production. Command Center coming in there for Flash. Zealots trying to get a surround on the Marines, but nope, not okay. They do get a surround. Marines have to run further away. They're running away from the main base, and they're running into pretty much a corner. He's gonna have to keep sprinting in circles all the way out. Those Zealots do not lose those Marines until more Marines arrive on the scene, and they have, but they're dying as well. This is not going as well as I thought for Flash. He's losing pretty much his entire ball of Marines to just 4 Zealots. He lost way more than he should have. He made a choice, and the choice turned out to be the wrong one. But hopefully this will not hurt him much further down the line, because now it's going to be 2 Zealot production coming out from across the map, and he has enough to defend himself against that. Is not going for a 3rd command center. He's going for the academy there on the bottom. The factory is a little bit late. He's got a lot of minerals there in the bank. He has a lot of minerals in the bank. A lot of them. He's really just waiting for gas in order to start the factory. Factory now on the way. Double rope in the front there from Minchel, or also known as Gensay. Getting Dragoon range and Dragoons. While they're started by Flash. He needs a wall. You need to keep the Protoss out. You gotta keep them out. That is rule number 1. If they can just walk into your base, into your line of defense with those Zealots and then with the Reavers, you're going to be in a world of pain that is really going to make you cry out. in agony as the Protoss breaks through the front door. Board bay now on the way. Finished up, actually. It's a very interesting variation here from Gensay. He's not getting a Citadel of a Dune for Zealot speed. He's going for Dragoon, Zealot, Shuttle Reaver. Not a combination that we often see anyone ever do, but perhaps this is stronger than the Zealot speed variation that usually happens against a Terran when they do this specific build order that Gensay is doing. So Dragoon range almost finished up. More Dragoons are in production, getting 2 more gateways as well. We have very fast starport coming out there from Flash. He's probably going to go for a tank drop because I don't see a Wraith really being of much value when there are Dragoons on the map. Engineering bay finished up. Turret there in the front, getting second bunker. Still no full wall on the front. He's being very aggressive with his Marines. And I think that is not going to work out too well for him because there is a Reaver there in the front. He's trying to catch those Zealots and Dragoons there on the middle. Reaver Shilla there, he's dancing, he's thinking about it, but he isn't quite sure what Flash is doing. Flash could be waiting here with some Marines to try and intercept the shuttle. So Gensay's playing it very safe. He's playing it quite defensively. He wants to first confirm, are the Marines coming to break through the front door or not? And they aren't. So now it's free for him to move out to the map. Siege mode almost finished up. Siege mode will finish up just in time. Exactly on time. There it is, finished up. Gonna siege up the tank. Reavers there in the front shooting on the bunkers. Bunkers take a lot of damage there, but Reavers in return taking damage as well. Oh, but he's moving forward. No. Oh, no. That's a lot of dead Marines and pretty much no dead Reavers or Dragoons. That was not a great choice. He was being very, very greedy with that push forward through a very tight, narrow space. Snipes the Reaver though. Pushes him back, actually. I mean, Flash did lose way more than he should have because he tried to squeeze through a very tight, narrow space in between 2 supply depots while fighting against 2 Reavers. And, you know, as expected, the Scarabs killed a lot of Marines. So he picked up 2 tanks. He's going for a tank drop while trying to defend the front here, but that's an overpowering force. You're coming in from Gensay, and the tank there from Flash unloads. Tank sieges up, but the probe's running away to the other side. They're safe and sound, kills a couple of them, but ooh, here in the front, look at this. Tank got taken down, Reavers are still alive, Dragoons and Zealots are killing the bunkers. Reavers unload once again. Flash bit of more than he could chew by sending the tank away from home, but also by losing all those Marines just earlier to the Scarab shots on that first attack. And yeah, this is a GG. He's got nothing left to defend. Gensay with a very strong execution on this build order. The control was exactly right. And Flash tried to squeeze through the hole of the needle, but went in a little bit too hard and kind of lost a little bit too much. If it worked, he would have had a really big lead over Gensay, because Gensay would have killed pretty much nothing while losing 2 Reavers and then of course being forced to pull back with his Dragoons. It would have been a very worthy move if it had worked, but it didn't. He went for a very risky move. He was testing the limits of his ability. As a certain Uchiha would say, I was testing the limits of my ability, or so he said. I'm not sure what tone of voice he used anymore. It was very monotone in a sense. Very monotone. So Flash on the bottom, Terran yet again, Gensay on the Protoss on the top yet again. Purple against pink. Protoss against Terran. These 2 players so far have been almost evenly matched, although I do have to add that in the previous game, Flash just took too many risks with the Marines squeezing through supply depots. It didn't work out as he wanted it to, and he paid the price by falling victim to the follow-up attack by Gensay. Double Reaver, Zealots and Dragoons. Epic combination that you really do need a very strong fighting force against. It's very strong. As we saw, it is very strong. Not against he's on a corner spawn, I expect him to go for Nexus first. He pretty much only always goes for double gateway when he's on a middle spawn, because middle spawn has more rushing potential, but also more getting rushed potential. For a corner spawn, the distance is greater towards the middle, which means getting attacked takes longer, and attacking takes longer as well. Flash are going for double barracks again into a third barracks with the SCV that finishes the first one, and a very quick scout there with that SCV that usually builds the third barracks. It costs him money to scout this early. He's not going for a third barracks, he's going for a double barracks. Is this because he's on a corner spawn that he feels safe enough to go for a double barracks, or is there another reason behind this? Like, is he just mixing things up for the sake of variety? Sometimes I don't always get why they decide to go for a specific build order, but the answer is most likely that they just feel like it. That's usually the most likely answer. Like, that's the answer to why I do build orders. I just feel like doing it. Which build order you decide on, there's not much logic behind it, other than I want to do this specifically. So Gensay here playing extremely safe because he saw the Marine with his probe, but Flash guessed wrong and went to the 12 o'clock, not to the 1 o'clock. So the probes, while being pulled off the minerals, went out and moved out towards the choke without results. But better safe than sorry. Always better safe than sorry. But it wound up costing him minerals, whereas it wouldn't have costed him any minerals if he had kept them on his minerals to keep mining. But you never know beforehand where that Marine is going to go and whether your choke is in danger of getting attacked. So double gas there from Flash. He's going to go for a very fast MAC transition after the double barracks, after he finishes his second command center. I smell factories in the air. I smell the production of gas, oil, and rubber grinding on the road as it slips and slides and drifts across the map. I can feel it, I can smell it. Factories are on the way. I mean, it's a very safe bet to say factories are on the way, because they always are. Factories are always going to happen for a Terran. It's not like a Terran can decide not to go for factories. That's factory number one. You might go for a third command center. Might go for double factory after this first one for a total of 3. Not sure why he has so much money saved up at the moment. Over there coming in from Gensay, getting gateway number 2 and 3 in a very fast Templars archive. I smell Dark Templars. Or maybe a simple Templar Storm shuttle drop strategy. It's sometimes difficult to pinpoint. As I said before, sometimes it's difficult to precisely say what they're gonna do, because there's a lot of options. I would say there's more different options on fastest map than on normal maps. There's so many different directions this situation can go for Gensay. Whereas for Flash, it is kind of a little bit more linear and straightforward. He didn't go for the triple factory, he's going for the double starport. He's going to rely on the Wraith defense. He has an engineering bay there in the back. No wall in the front finished yet. He's got a turret on the way in the front against Dark Templars. Dark Templars are on the way there from Gensay, and so is his shuttle, which is almost finished up. He's not yet getting Templar Storm. He's going to go for Dark Templar Harass first. Support bay is on the way somewhere there, right there. Right here. That's the support bay. Hiding from scan vision. Getting robo number 3? 2, actually. I thought it was number 3, but it's only 2. Templa's getting picked up. Zealot are going to decide to scout and kill Marines, just in case there are Marines sitting here on the 3 o'clock spawn location to detect. They give an early warning against shuttles flying in. Marines in the front defending nicely. Turret in the back, turret on the side, Wraiths in the air flying about. Actually, where are the Wraiths? Oh, he didn't finish them yet. They're still in construction. The shuttle there arrives on the side. Marines are standing there. He knows something is coming, but he doesn't exactly know where from. So putting Marines on the bottom left, the top right, and in the front. Dragoon shows its face in the front to draw units towards the front, but the bait doesn't quite work. Tank is sieged up, front is defended, another supply depot there to finish the wall. Did you have something in the bunker? The bunker is empty. Turns out that on double barracks you do not have a whole lot of marines. So there it comes in, start, nope, does not unload. Does not unload. So far we just have a lot of touching and feeling. Testing the waters. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it lukewarm? We're just feeling the temperature of the water to determine what can I do. Am I gonna jump into the water? Am I not? Apparently, Gensay decided against jumping into the water because he turned around. And another shuttle is flying across the map with some plans in mind. We've got a lot of upgrades are on the way from Gensay. Dragoon range, level 1 attack, Templar Storm, shuttle speed, no zealot speed, more gateways on the way as well. A lot of things are hatching. A lot of things are hatching, but nothing is happening yet. More raids are on the way, getting barrack number 3, command center number 3. Flash has played that early game with very little units, but it's all worked out perfectly fine, and now he's reaping the benefits of having been able to spend more money on some advanced wraith technology and a triple command center with a pretty healthy amount of SCVs, 48 against 58 there from Gensay, who's on double Nexus on 5 gas, and is also getting pretty much every single upgrade he would want at this stage of the game. 4 shuttles flying across the map, with a Corsair in tow to protect them from turret missiles. Wraith in the air, will it spot the... no, yes, you're going towards the same point. You're going towards the... probably, no, he missed it. He is not gonna see it. Oh my god, the timing is terrible for Flash. Great for Gensay. Reavers, Templars on the bottom corner there. Reavers killing whatever they can. Dark Templar in the mix as well. Flies forward. It's a lot of shuttles. SV's gotta run to safety. Templar storms, Templar hits pretty hard, kills 15, 16, SCVs dead and gone, and the bottom corner there is still under attack, but we have raids ready to call and kill the Reavers, but another drop there comes in. It's a double hit, it's a double tap, unloads and picks things up. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? It was pointless, but it looked really, really pretty. It looked really good. And he calls GG! Oh my god. He could have defended himself, probably. He had some tanks in the front, some marines there in the back. Wait, oh, it's a Dark Templar. He didn't have any scans, and the Dark Templar is standing right here, killing everything. This one Dark Templar won in the game. He had nothing to detect the one Dark Templar. He could kill all this just fine with the marines and the tanks. This one Dark Templar, no scan, and right here, no scan. No scans from Flash. Holy crap. The Dark Templar wins the game. That is insane. The one Dark Templar could not be defended against because detection was not covering every single little bit of his base. And that's largely because the turrets were killed by Zealots and Reavers. So everything there just going wrong for Flash. That's something I did not expect. 2 losses in a row, pretty much to a double tap, double hit, double attack. Not what I was expecting after game number 2, or game number 1, where he fought off Gensay so heroically. So close to the edge, but with such amazing micro. Which, sadly, he hasn't really been able to show that off again a second time or a third time in the previous 2 games, but he's been fighting hard, alright? He's been putting his heart into it. But every single little thing has just been going Gensay's way, and sometimes it happens. With these very aggressive playstyles from both players, sometimes you're just flipping a coin, and either you win or you lose. And it turns out in the first game, Gensay flipped the coin and he lost. In game number 2 and 3, he flipped the coin and he won. Sometimes That's really just all it comes down to. You cannot always play perfectly. Every single situation will not always play out the exact same way. There's always many different kinds of results, even though you're maybe doing the exact same thing. Supply Depot barracks from Gensay. Very, very greedy choice of build order here on a middle spawn. Because Flash could have gone for a rush, and a rush is pretty, I wouldn't say very strong against triple barracks, but it's stronger against a triple barracks where the supply depot comes first instead of the barracks before the supply depot. So there would have been a little bit more punching power for Flash had he gone for a rushing build order. And he kind of is doing a variation of that. Next is triple gateway. Something that I don't like to see because most often times a Terran just brute forces their way through with Stim, Medic, and Marines. That is a very strong combination against triple gateway or 4 gateway build orders from Protoss players. Zealots are strong, but no longer as strong as they were when the medics come out with Stim for the Marines. Then you add range to the Marines and they become even stronger. And then you get like an engineering bay on level 1 attack. They become even more overpowering. And now imagine there's a factory with siege mode and a siege tank. Oh boy, you can close shop. You're done for. Let's hope for Flash that everything is going to turn out and work out just fine. Forge on the way, gas on the way, Marine scouts the base, Zealot there trying to kill it, but the Marine jukes it. Little side stab and a back stab and that step sideways, does it all. It's like a running back in the NFL, just juking, dodging. The NFL defenders, the defensive linemen do not stand a chance, and he gives up. He gives up. He's going to use 2 probes to kill it. Because the Marine already took a hit. He's going to win. Marine or probe. Probe runs away. Another probe there joins the fray. He overshoots. Will the probe go down? He's microing still that one Marine. What? Oh my god. What's going on? Okay, he kills it. That was very weird. Very, very weird. When you're in the front, you see exactly why you do not go for double gateway or triple gateway against triple barracks. The Marines are pretty strong. Academy almost finished up, getting a second command center. The Marines, as I said before, are pretty strong. Robo's on the way in the back. He's building 2 pylons in the front, going forward with the Zealots to try and kill the Marines. Marines are microing backwards. Who's going to win this fight? It's probably the Zealots. More Marines are on the way. Will those more Marines, those 3 more, be enough? Yes, they will be. So once again, he tries to warp in cannons, but forced to cancel the cannons because Marines are on the scene. And as I said before, just like a minute ago, this is exactly why you do not go for triple gateway after a Nexus, but you go for a Forge instead to get cannons up in the front in time before Marines arrive, because Zealots alone will not do the trick. We got Firebats and Medics on the way, and Stim as well. Actually, no Medics, just Firebats. No cannons in the back. He's in a lot of trouble. You got 5 Zealots, 3 more, no Zealots on the way. He's getting cannons, he's trying to buy time for cannons. He really needs cannons against Firebats. He really needs them very badly. Cannon number 1 finishes up. Zones the Marines away, but the Marines still have the option to go to the bottom side with 1 more cannon there, finished up as well. Pretty much everything is protected by a cannon now. Pretty much everything is protected by a cannon. And he's getting 3 more on the top. Wait, that's a Citadel of a Doom. That's a cannon. So only 2 cannons to protect the top side. 2 cannons to protect the bottom side. The support bay finished up. Reavers are on the way. Reavers are going to be the saving grace for our flashy friend. Has to escape there from the Firebats. He's going in on the cannon. That's way too many Firebats, way too many Marines. Or only 2 cannons to defend against. This is going to be very painful for Flash. He has to kill the Firebats. Oh, there's 1 Firebat still alive. There's some cannons protecting the bottom, but 3 more Firebats joining in, trying to block them. Oh, they're getting shots off of the probes. Oh, he killed some probes. Now Gateway's going down as well. Gensay is styling, and Flash is regretting his choices in life. I did not expect the fire bat could shoot over a cannon from an angle onto the probes. That was perfectly played. That was deliberate. Gensay chose to put his fire bat exactly there so he could shoot across the cannon onto the probes and hit them with splash damage. That was absolutely insane. I've not ever seen anyone think or see do that. I've never seen anyone think of that before in my entire life. In so many years of StarCraft. Angling a fire bat in such a way that it's splash damage its specific units from that angle. Only Gensay does that. Literally only Gensay thinks of those things. Okay, goodbye Marines. Reaver survives. Goodbye Marines. Reaver survives. Both players, same amount of workers. We have 5 barracks there from Gensay. He's got enough Marines to defend himself against Reavers and Shuttles and Zealots. And we don't have speed there yet. I think Flash is going to sit back for a little while and try to build up a base and recover before he goes for the attack. Because if he goes for the attack right now and he loses the Reaver Shuttle without killing anything, Gensay can go for an easy counter-attack and win the game. He has to keep the Zealots and the Reavers here back at home, defend himself against aggression from Gensay. Going out to attack is too risky. He needs units back at home. Because he only has 2 gateways, only 5 Zealots. He cannot defend himself against anything if those Reavers die. Marines coming in, trying to snipe the shuttle, flying to safety. Ooh. Gensay, once again, he's trying so many different things. I really like what he's so aggressive. He's so aggressive but creative. He's always looking for that small little step forward, that small little opening in your defenses. Abuse and hit really, really hard. He's keeping his Marines there. He's gonna stim. Oh, he was expecting the shuttles to come up. He was expecting the shuttles to come over that pathway, trying to intercept them. This is absolutely the highest level of Marine use I've ever seen. The mind games are insane. Everything goes down. Killed the shuttle though. But just the fact that he was thinking of trying to intercept the shuttles from that angle, and he had the timing exactly right, but Flash responded just in time to micro away and not lose the shuttles. Everything so far right here has been absolutely the highest level on fastest map. Trying to find a way in, finds a way in, unloads in the bottom corner. He's gonna bait, he's gonna force Marines to move into the corner, into the Reavers, and hopefully kill them. Or, of course, he's gonna try to do it with 2 tanks. But he can then pick up the Reavers and fly away to safety. He'll try to kill his last 2 supply depots and try to supply block Gensay. Doesn't quite succeed. Picks up 1 Reaver, brings it to safety. Oh, he's again here in the front, killing Reavers. What is he doing? This guy is insane. He was defending back at home and attacking with Marines to intercept shuttles and Reavers right here at this rally point section. Gensay, you're out of your mind. You're absolutely out of your mind. He's doing it again. He's just gonna keep on sending Marines across into Flash's base to try and kill shuttles with the Marines. Goes in with the drop and he turns around. No, he changed his mind really quickly. Again, he shows up with Marines, stimming in to try and kill Reavers. Runs away there though. Loses 1 Marine. Finds a probe. Might find some High Templars. Scouting the base. He's gonna attack pylons now. Nope. He's gonna run away. Okay, shuttles come too close. Shuttles survives. Reaver gets surrounded. Reaver does it go down? No. And he was spending his minerals at the same time as he was doing all of this. Gensay really has hit the next level. This has been absolutely insane levels of small little attacks while building up a base without losing and wasting any time whatsoever, trying to find every single weakness in Flash's base. I've never seen anyone try this kind of Terran playstyle before. It looks risky. But apparently it is not. He's doing it again. Every single time 12 Marines move out, he tries to hit something. He's trying to find a way in. Maybe those 12 Marines would have been pretty useful right now. He starts unloading on the top corner. Marines arrive there in enemy base. hitting whatever they can. Huge army there on the top corner of Gensay's base. He cannot quite get his Marines in there. He needs to move his tanks up and siege up to cover this corner. Also turret. He's going to kill a whole lot of supply depots there with the Reaver. Oh, kills the Reaver with the tank shot. Oh, this is a mistake. He didn't mean to send this one over. Kills a probe there, but loses a tank as well. But the top corner there takes less damage than I thought it would. It was highly annoying though, but less damage than I thought it would. Flash now on Triple Nexus has a lot of gateways. Triple Robo sends out another shuttle. He's finally starting to accelerate as his probe count has hit 68. He's finally at a point where he can start to accelerate the game. Building supply depots and armory there on the top corner. Goes for a drop all the way around. Marines again moving out with 2 tanks. He's once again looking to kill something, but not finding anything to kill. Oh, maybe that shuttle. No, that shuttle not gonna be the one that's gonna get killed. So those Marines there did not achieve too much. He's trying, but no, not gonna work. Not gonna work. He just throws them away because he knows that's not gonna work. This has to be a rally point mistake. This has to be a rally point mistake. Has to be. Yeah, it's a rally point mistake. There's a drop from the top. SCV's storm. SCV's dodged the storm pretty well. Another one from the bottom. This one might be the home run that he needs. Starts unloading on top of the tanks. Templars on the scene. Templars too far away from the SCVs. Templars getting killed by tanks on the top there. SCVs largely do stay alive. Killed some tanks, but nothing very special. Vultures now being aggressive. So this is what happens when you don't have a choke. Gensay will try to just walk through and be annoying the entire game through. Sending some Marines, sending some Vultures, placing some mines, being annoying, trying to kill your shuttles, trying to kill your zealots. He's just being so hyper proactive. His base doesn't look big, but he has most of it right here. The supply drop comes in yet again. Templar storms, but SCVs run away to safety yet again. It's difficult to hit Gensay with your storm drops. But the SCVs, though, are low HP. A couple of them have been hit by storms, and there's no medic gear to heal them up. So, just hitting a quarter storm or a quarter storm will hit them. Like, just needs 2 hits from a storm, and the SCVs will largely die. But the game is still looking pretty good there for Flash. He hasn't killed the SCVs, but he's been weakening them. And that by itself is already a step forward in the right direction. Big drop, once again, being loaded up there from Flash. Planning to go in over the bottom side. Planning to go in over the bottom side. He's putting a lot of Zealots and Templars in there. It's going to be a mass drop to kill whatever he can. Comes in, courses are protecting. Goliath's target firing. Chasing down the shuttles. Oh, chasing down the SCVs. Trying to unload on top of them. Templar unloads. Templars can. Templar storms and he hits a lot of them. And as I said before, the SCVs on low HP, they die instantly to a storm, even though they aren't getting hit by every single storm hit. Just walking through the storm will kill them. It goes down from 65 down to 38. That was the hit that Flash needed. Gensay's economy is down in the dumps. Flash now just has to follow up with a couple strong attacks to make sure that Gensay cannot peacefully recover from the damage he's taken. He has to hit him again. Preferably, he's building carriers, so probably gonna go for a hit with carriers. Got 5 Stargates, not a lot of them, but it's some. Building another shuttle drop, putting a lot of cannons in the front to keep Gensay out. Tanks on the high ground to abuse Flash. Flash does not like that. I'm sure of it. And this might be a drop, or is this a probe for a proxy base? Oh yeah, baby. This is the stuff that I like. Shuttle out of the base with a probe. Gonna build a base right here. Stargate, gateways, just anything, because walking through this choke point is not gonna be very successful for him. It's difficult to do when tanks are below, behind the high ground, or on the high ground, killing your stuff. tripping them up. Because when Zealots walk through here on attack move and tanks from the high ground attack them, Zealots will start tripping out. They will stop whatever they're doing and try to attack the tank on the high ground, which they cannot do because they cannot reach it. Like this, look at them tripping out. Look at them tripping out. That's why he needs a proxy gateway base. Drop comes in, gets sniped by Goliaths. Oh, did not stand a chance. 49 SCVs there from Gensay. Is not making more SCVs. That's surprising. That's surprising to me. He just wants to end the game right here, right now. Level 2 attack there on the tanks. Knocking on the front door. Drop. Shh. Empty dropship. Carriers in the air. Goliaths are all here on the corner. None of them, 3 of them are right here. And now the rest of them are moving across to attack the carriers. Carriers, do they have upgrades? Level 1 attack, 1 armor, no shield. Round 2 armor, 1 attack. Yeah, another wave of carriers are on the way. It's going to take a while before they are operational. They have to still build their interceptors. Big army of Goliaths coming across. Proxy gateway base are under construction. It's going to take a while before that's operational as well. Big army from Gensay there across next to the hill. Vessel's dancing back and forth trying to go for EMP there on the carriers. Flash is being abused quite a bit here. He's been under the heavy hands of abuse this entire game so far already, but this looks pretty much almost impossible. SCVs are building turrets in his base. Big army of Goliaths and tanks. A very big army because he only has 50 SCVs. Make it 48, 46, 45. He has a very big, strong army. He's only on like 5 gas. Gensay does not give a damn about his economy. He just wants to end the game. He wants to end it now. End it quickly. Before Flash becomes a problem that his small economy cannot deal with. Dance. Both players are dancing. The Goliaths are protecting the tanks. Tanks are pushing and killing everything they can as long as it's within their range. Proxy gateway base there though is... No, it's rolling. It's rolling. You got 8 finished gateways there. Carriers not really achieving much. Trying to buy time, but not buying much time against his tank Goliath wall of destruction with turrets mixed in between. This is a wall of destruction, death and destruction. And the walls are closing in. He got storm drop, didn't he? Did he just land a storm drop on this poor fellow? Yes, he did. He's got 24 SCVs. I missed it. The tanks are closing in on his economy. The carrier went down. He needs to kill those tanks and protect his pros. EMP on High Templars. High Templars lost their ability to storm. This is a very big army knocking on his door. And we have a counter gateway army waiting to strike. Waiting to strike. Tanks roll forward. Probes are no longer safe. Hits the probes. Almost kills the Nexus with that first shot. Goodbye Nexus is gone. The Lions are scouting the map. He knows something is up. Looking for the carriers. He knows something is up. He knows something is up. The main base there getting taken down. No more income there for Flash. Gateway army coming from the right. Big gateway army. There's mines in the middle. We have the carriers killing the mines to open up the pathway for the Zealots, but all that barrack there floating is slowing down the Goliaths. That means Dragoons. I don't think it's going to be enough. This army from Gensay and his choke is very strong. I need some like Templars to kill Dragoons. I mean, kill the Goliaths. I don't know why I keep saying Dragoons and Goliaths mixed up. I keep mixing them up. Yeah, Flash just got taken down. Flash just got made into Gensay's bitch. This game was very one-sided. Gensay literally played... Wait. Let's not call it too soon. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Gensay wins this. Gensay wins. He wins. he wins. He's pulling back his forces to protect his base. Flash's army is overpowering this choke point. But when these units return back home, that's gonna flip around for sure. The carrier control is on point. It's really good. It's really good. He has 4 Goliaths on the way. Actually, I don't know how this is gonna play out. He has no minerals in the bank. He cannot replace interceptors. If he can manage to kill Goliaths here in the base, then Gensay can never kill the carriers. I don't know which way this is gonna go. This is crazy. He's killing the factories. The goons are there to keep Goliaths away. This is not what I was expecting. At all. Okay, Goliaths have spawned at the bottom. Carriers are taking damage. One carrier goes down to a turret. Goes down to a turret. 4 more Goliaths are on the way. Goliaths are coming from the back. From the front as well. He just needs to keep those carriers alive and he can win the game. Okay? Trust me. More Goliaths, maybe he cannot win the game. Gensay has got a lot of money coming into the bank, and Goliaths can just keep on coming and keep on being produced, and he probably cannot kill them quick enough. And he's slowly losing intercept. Flash loses the game, but the ending was very, very interesting. Okay? Very interesting ending. I think if he put his Dragoons in between those between his factories, you could have probably killed the Goliaths quicker. That was a very, very unexpected ending to that game. Very unexpected ending. But Gensay wins again. Gives him 3 wins against Flash. Flash has been playing strong, but Gensay has been playing out of this world. Thank you for watching. We're gonna have more games coming up in the next video, which should be coming up sometime soon. Hope you enjoyed this one. We saw a lot of crazy moves, specifically from Gensay. And we saw a very fresh, weird ending to this game number 4. See you soon.